Hello, my name is Coach Paige and I'll be your yoga instructor for today's video. Today we're going to go through sun salutations. Sun salutations are meant to heat your body up, stimulate your energy, and allow you to start to get ready for the day and to wake up that sun inside of you, right? You're saluting the sun, you're giving thanks to the sun. And this is something you would want to usually do like in the beginning of the day, but if you're going to do it at night, that's fine too. I will also do a moon salutation video that will prepare you for sleep and help you cool down. So we're going to go through 2 rounds of sun salutation A and 2 rounds of sun salutation B, or actually 1 sun salutation B, because we're going to just do each side, the right and the left. In a traditional hour vinyasa flow class, you would go for 3 sun salutation A, 3 sun salutation B. This is widely varied in different classes, but that's something that you might find, and maybe you want to practice that. I would recommend doing at least a couple of warm-up poses before you get into it, but you can also just start with sun salutations. It's important that you maybe do some wrist warm-ups or just start to move your spine around, really tap into the breath. The breath is going to be the most important part, and then the postures are going to change all the time. So we'll start in child's pose, and this is a pose you can come back to whenever you need to rest. Your knees are going to be wide, big toes touch, sit towards your heels, fingers slide out in front of you as you spread your fingers wide, drop your forehead down, close your eyes. Breathe here, constricting the back of the throat, making that ocean-like sound at the back of your throat. Inhale. Exhale through the nose. Continue. Inhale. Exhale. See if you can get your exhales to be longer than your inhales, and this will help shift you from fight or flight to rest and digest. We're going to move with the breath because of the way the belly moves naturally. On the inhales, it expands. On the exhales, it pulls in. So we're going to work with that. So as you inhale, you move away from the earth. As you exhale, you move towards it. And I'll cue you through this so you don't have to think about it, but just letting you know how the breath connects with the movement. Go ahead and rise up into tabletop. One of the poses you could do is cat-cow, and exhale, arch your spine, chin to chest, belly up and in. Inhale, lift your tailbone, gaze up, drop your belly. You can do a few sets of this just to start to warm up the spine. If you want to do any wrist warm-ups, you can flip your fingertips back, getting the inside of the wrist in the forms. You could do little circles around, going in both directions. You could also turn the fingertips in towards each other and rock left and right. It's okay if your wrists are tender. They will get used to having the pressure on it, but really it's about spreading the weight evenly through your fingers spread wide. So to find your high plank, we're going to walk our hands a little forward here, middle finger straight forward, press fully in the hands, push through your heels, back toes curl under, lift your knees. So you're in your high plank. As much as you can, you want to stack your joints. Then lift your hips up. Maybe walk the feet in just slightly and start to pedal out your feet. The first sun salutation, you kind of want to take it slow and work your way in. The second one will flow with the breath quicker. So take a few breaths here. Unshrug your shoulders, release your neck. Notice where the weight is in your hands and your feet. Try to center it in the hands and then try to relax the heels. It's okay if the heels never touch the ground. Just press the weight back. Over time, you'll be able to hold your downward facing dog much longer. First one, we're going to step to the top of the mat. So take your time, slowly step to the top of the mat, come up to the fingertips, and then have your feet together. Big toes are towards each other, heels are slightly separated. Inhale, press into your shins, long spine. As you exhale, bend your knees, let your head drop. You can grab behind your calves and tuck in, or you can just go for a forward fold. First one, we're going to roll up to standing. Let your arms dangle. Take an inhale, roll the shoulders up
to your ears. Exhale, shoulders onto your back. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Reach your arms up. Big breath in. To back bend, you want to lift high and then exhale. Bend your elbows, hips forward, open your heart, open your throat. Then reach the arms back up. Grab onto your left wrist. Reach up on the inhale. Exhale, reach it over to your right and gaze under your armpit to the left. Reach it back up. I'll show you sideways. Grab onto your left wrist, or that will be your right wrist, and then reach it over to the other side. Either way, we'll always do both sides. You want to gaze under your armpit. Inhale, reach it up. As you exhale, hands to prayer, forward fold, let your head go. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen your spine, plant your palms, step back into high plank. Feet together, inhale, tippy toes, exhale all the way down to the ground. Glue the legs together and the tops of the feet on the ground. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale, little baby back bend for cobra. Exhale, lower it back and down. 2 more times, lighter in the hands, even if you don't lift as high. Feet down, inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower. We're just using the strength of the back to come up. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Now, toes curl under, knees down. We're going to push our hips up first. So hips up first and push back into tabletop. And then from there, straighten out your legs. High plank, hips up, down dog. So the second set, we're going to go more with the flow of it. That was just warming up. You can always take that flow each time if you want, especially when you're a beginner. Feet together. Inhale, tippy toes. As you exhale, step or hop. Top of the mat. Halfway lift. Inhale. So you want to flat back from tailbone to the crown of your head. So you're pushing the hips back, lifting the shoulders. Exhale, fold. Now come up with a flat back. All the way up. Inhale, arms up. As you exhale, back bend. Open it up. Inhale, arms come back up. You're grabbing onto your wrist. Reach it over to the right, gaze to the left. Inhale, reach up first with your wrist. Exhale to the left, gaze to the right. Inhale, reach it up. Hands together, pointer fingers forward. Reach out of the hips all the way, long spine into your fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your palms, step back. Now we're going to try something that usually you don't do right away when you're a beginner, but you can try it out. Tippy toes, it's called chaturanga. High plank to low plank, and you're squeezing your ribs in. If ribs out is really low push-up, and then we'll come into up dog. So the tops of the feet on the ground, knees are off the ground, gaze to your right, gaze to your left, gaze forward, inhale, toes curl under, hips back up, downward facing dog. So we did 2 sets of sun salutation A. We're going to go into sun salutation B. Bring your right leg high on the inhale. Knee to your nose. Exhale. Inhale, kick it high. And as you bring it through, at first, your foot might land there. You can grab it, bring it up all the way to the inside of the right hand. Or, if you can, bring it all the way through, land your heel, and then your toes. Flatten out your back foot. We're going to line the heel up to the back arch or the back heel. Back toes are pointing straight out or on an angle. As you come up, push into the pinky toe edge of your back foot. Arms parallel to the ground. Sometimes the back arm gets forgotten. Equally reach out of the fingertips. Take an inhale. Exhale, come forward, extended side angle. So you can rest on this elbow and push your knee out to the side. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up, gaze up. And as you exhale, both hands go down to the ground. So we go warrior 2, extended side angle. So from the back toes, front fingertips, long line of energy. Inhale, reverse warrior. You have some options as well. I'll show you that for the other side. Hands go down to the ground. Step it back. Over time, you can float your foot. Otherwise, chaturanga, or lower to your belly, cobra, or upward facing dog. Toes curl under, hips up, down dog. Left leg high, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale high. Exhale, get it all the way to the inside of your hand because you want your knee over your ankle. Flatten out your back foot. Strong legs to rise up because your legs are not going to change for this pose and the next two. Your arms are out. When you come forward, you can rest on the elbow. You can also do a half bind. So you can see it from behind here. I'm taking my top hand to the inside of my hip crease and rolling the top shoulder back. You can also have your arms forward or take it into a full bind over time. The point of the bind is just to get the right shoulder to roll back anyways. So half binds work, or you can stay here. Reverse warrior, stay into the front knee, reach up, gaze up, or maybe gaze down. Your gaze is actually part of your practice. It's called your drishti, because that way you're focused and your mind's not everywhere, and it does help with balance. Take an inhale. So we're in our reverse warrior, and then exhale, hands to the mat, step back, always keep the gaze a little forward as you shift forward, tippy toes, really important. Lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, and then come down to rest. You can see my breath is going, my heartbeat, I'm starting to get warm, and that's good. That's the point, right? We're trying to get our bodies to wake up, to warm up, and this prepares you for the day. It prepares you for bigger poses, deeper poses that you need to warm up, right? Because we're warming up our shoulders and our hips, and you're starting to get into the flow of the breath. And it kind of burns away to any of the distractions in your mind because you're just so focused on that flow. And it can become a meditation. Anything we do with intention can become meditation. It can become a prayer. It can become how we devote our life to the way we carry ourselves and the way that we really show up in the world. So hopefully you enjoyed that, and you can keep growing, keep learning, be patient with yourself. Please comment, let me know what you think. I'll be putting out more videos, but this is something you could do every day. This is a great flow. I gave you lots of modifications so you can start trying other things and be really kind and patient with yourself through the progress. Right? Just trust the practice. All right, well, thank you so much for following me, and please share this, and I will see you next time. Namaste.